Hello, Violet. This is Sister McKell. You had asked they're good questions about the class. They're very general questions, and so it's going to be hard for me to answer them all right here, but I'll show you kind of where to find them and a brief overview. So you had asked, what are you to expect from this class and how to succeed and what would be the most difficult thing preventing a student from succeeding. And so I'm right here on our home page on Canvas. And if you want to know what the class is about, look at the syllabus. Okay, this is a writing class. It's a composition class. But I think the most important thing that this class teaches, or one of its important goals, is to teach students or give students the tools, that the things to think about, and the skills that they need to successfully not only write, but to successfully kind of judge and analyze each specific writing situation that they find themselves in, so that they can then better write and accomplish what they want to accomplish through that writing for that specific situation. So every situation we are called on to write something, whether it's a cover letter, whether it's a business proposal, whether it's an email, they are all so unique. Each one is so unique and so specific. And so we need to make a lot of decisions even before we start writing that will lead to the most successful writing. So what is the genre? What am I writing, and what is the audience expecting from this genre, like an email or a proposal or an essay? And speaking of audience, who am I writing to? Because I need to realize I'm writing this for a person. I'm not just simply writing this for a professor. I'm not simply writing this for myself. I am writing this for, no matter what it is, for somebody else to read. And all they have to go by is what's on this paper. So what do I need to provide my audience, my reader, with on this paper, so that they will not have questions, so that they will be able to understand and appreciate and be influenced by my ideas and opinions. So those are some of the most important things that we're going to practice in this class, is writing in different situations for different audiences. And so if you look here at the overview, it is to think and read critically, to practice the writing process, all of those things that we are going to practice on. And then later on in the semester, we're going to be doing a lot of research. We're learning how to use the library online to research, to find sources, to find articles and books and things where experts have written on different subjects, so that we can learn about them better, and then we can share our new knowledge with our reader. So read over this overview, look over the outcomes. These are all the goals for this class. Basic research skills. We're going to practice summarizing and synthesizing. That means bringing together different source material. Source material simply means material from different articles and different books. How can we bring all of this information that we're going to learn as we read other source material? How can we bring it together in a new essay, in our own essay? How to write paragraphs in essay, how to persuade in our writing, all of these things. So this is the main paper to read, okay, if you want your basic information on what the goals of this class is. Here are the major assignments that we're going to be, writing. The second two, so the second half of the class is all going to be focused on research, okay? Learning how to research, learning how to find articles and read them and learn, and then how to write our new knowledge in an essay for other people, okay? But the first two is a personal essay, our change essay that we're writing right now. And the second one's going to be how to look at writing. So it's going to be a rhetorical analysis. That means how to analyze the writing, the persuasive writing, which is rhetoric, how to judge that, how to see how people are using writing to persuade us, and how we can then use writing to persuade others. And so we'll talk a lot more about each of these, but it's just practicing different ways of writing. And because writing is a skill that you have to practice. It's not a gift from on high. Writing is hard and it doesn't come natural. So we have to practice. and over and over and over again, year after year after year. We have to practice, and that's how we improve. The main hiccup, the main problem that students have in this class that keep them from succeeding is simply time management. It's nothing to do really with skill or anything. It's just getting our papers, our assignments in on time. Because if a student doesn't get a paper in on time, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. There's no way I can, grade that or give them credit for something that they haven't turned in. So looking over the schedule, if you look at our modules, look at what's coming up. Make sure that you know what's coming up and when it's due, and look ahead so that so a student doesn't get into the problem of, oh, I was going to do my assignment that's due in the morning, but my internet went out. Okay, if you look ahead and you can plan ahead, hopefully you can get it done a little bit earlier, and you don't have to worry about those kind of problems, even though I know that sometimes they still arise. But look at the schedule. Here we are, we're in week 3. Where are we? Week 3 right here. And look at what's coming up. If you can see, all of these different assignments have different points. Look to see how many points there are. We're doing our peer reviews right now, so that's worth quite a bit of points. We've got where we submitted our draft last week, that was worth 20 points. Doing this peer review where we help one another and give one another some feedback on our essays, that's worth 45. So make sure that you keep that in mind and look over what you're doing. Get into the habit of going down and looking at the rubric. Okay, this is what BYU has asked me to use to grade students. And so you see it right up front. You know exactly what I'm going to look for. So make sure that you kind of do a little self-grading ahead of time and make sure that you have that information in there. And just read the instructions, and like the discussion boards, don't forget to do the responses. And don't worry, I know towards the beginning of the semester, students kind of get alarmed if they miss an assignment and it has such a drastic effect on their grade. Keep in mind that we are still early on in the semester. And so if a student misses 1 out of their 5 assignments, that's going to have a big impact. But if they move forward and get everything in from here on out, that 1 missed assignment out of 50 is not going to have that big of an impact, right? And so keep that in mind. Don't get discouraged about that. So hopefully that helped a little bit. Let me know if you have any other questions, okay? All right, bye-bye, Violet.